Good morning, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? How are you? What up, Dustin? How's it going, man? Peyton, how are ya? What's going on, folks? Do we know that we're in here to write a book? A little interesting, engaging book. Cool. So, Dustin, question, what do you read exactly, fiction or nonfiction? I'm a fiction guy, so I figure it's only appropriate to ask. I never heard of him.
Are they having any quiet time, or can they have TV time?
They can have TV time for about an hour until it happens. Alright, so Dustin, what would be some of your go-to classic favorites for fiction? And how about you, Peyton? Do you have favorite books that you like to read? You know, I'll watch it sometimes. It's definitely not in my category of real interest. Hey, Smile, what's up? How are you, Jaden? Is that question for me, Peyton? Good morning, Gary. You're back. How's it going? How's your night? I love how a favorite book cannot be entirely satisfying. I think it's a fascinating concept. Peyton, I write books for a living. I've been doing so for just over 10 years now. There's your answer, Peyton. So what were the favorite books that we voted for during the poll? Gary. He's like, here's your sign. Peyton, even if that were sarcasm, I'd still take it as a compliment. The comma makes it a compliment. Well, thankfully, Baton, we're talking about writing here, so, you know. And if we can't say anything nice, we shouldn't say anything at all. So, for those who have answered on the poll, can you tell us a little bit about why it was or wasn't satisfying to you? We're talking about a book that we're writing, or books that you've already read that you'd like to discuss. That's cool too. The whole goal here, though, is to be like, okay, hey, we could create a book based on follower content, right? Based on what you guys want to read. Well, Leanne, you can't say that unless you're including yourself there, because I mean everybody's a pretty broad statement. But yes, I will agree. Lots of rudeness. All right, everyone. What would you ask your favorite author if you could ask your author any question? How, what, smile? Cool. Fair enough. I like it. Yes, Baton, I am a writer. Thanks, Josh's room. What up, letters? Appreciate you all being here. Hey, Claudia, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a couple days. We don't have a name for the book yet, right? This is going to be a brand new book, and what I would really like is to have you guys give me some ideas, right, as to where we could take each story. Thanks, Alley Cat. Logan, you're here. Thank you. Cool. I got Smiles here, and I got Logan here. Hey, Lexus. Yeah, Baton, there's no book name right now, right? And so generally when I go to write a new novel, which is what this is going to be, I don't actually have a name for it. Just like when I write a chapter, I don't have a name for that chapter until I've written it. Because truthfully, even though I might have an idea of what's going to be written about, I have no idea what I'm going to type. So it's not really fair to put myself in a box. There's no need for the box to be there. Yeah, Euclidean, no worries. I can't personally do that, but the mods can. Cool, man. Logan, get after it. Good deal. So the first thing we know about the book is that it's going to be fiction. What we don't know yet is who's addicted to substances, what did they do for a living, these things we don't have names. So we have a lot to figure out. I'm hoping that we can get as many people involved in this as possible to make the best quality book possible. Cool, Alexis. That's awesome. Sean, our mods definitely aren't dumb, but if you want to say dumb things, you could kind of just see yourself out. We're good. We got enough people here that want to be here and have an interest. Yeah. Or maybe this particular live is just full of fucking trolls. Either way. go. I don't read R.L. Stein or Stephen King, Paul. I used to read R.L. Stein, though, a lot. Yeah. Alright, so Baton, what's the holdup on why you haven't read it yet? No problem, Euclidia. Legend, you got serotonin. Okay, so I'm letting everyone know that the first vote, and this is real, is going to be by Legend for serotonin being the name. Are we all on board with that? Okay, so what does serotonin do for a living? Hey, thanks, Euclidia. I appreciate it. I think that's marvelous advice, and I'll be doing my best to take that. Euclidia, you're on board with what she does for a living? Westy. So every psych book that I write is exactly that. They're allegorical characters that literally represent mental health. So sorry, not useless. What would be Dopa's last name? Thanks, Westy. Get that walk, Logan. I was going to get on the walk, but I can't write things down per se. You know what? That's fine. I can come back to it. Let's go for a walk. Cool. Let's go. Dopa Fisher. I like it. I like it a lot. Heather Gray. Okay, Heather Gray wins for this particular soul. So you got 3 character names now. Baton, I will definitely consider that as well. So what do these people do and why are they the characters? What's their background? It is very sunny. Is it sunny where you are with your walk, Logan? Genre, psychological and psychiatric fiction. Awesome questions, Paul. Awesome questions. I appreciate you. I don't think Ryan Reynolds writes books like I do. As a matter of fact, if anyone wants to know what this content could look like, you could go get the free first 15 pages of Mistaken Incident that's in the About section on this YouTube here without having to make a payment, and you can find out exactly how I write. And then we can write together so that the next book is even better. Do you think that that's how this book should start, Baton? Or do you think that there's a better way to begin the book? Is back history that important? Yeah, Rakesh, please. Good reminder. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm really excited about where this is going to be going. Obviously, it wasn't all my idea. I've had some awesome people in my life, so I appreciate you guys. You know who you are at the moment. So what does Sarah do for a living? Did she go to school for what she does? Or is she a natural savant in her niche? Ooh, I like it. Jack, thank you. Euclidia, that, I really, really like that. Who's on board with Sarah being a mortuary assistant? Everyone agree with that? Ah, awesome, Logan, you're on board. I appreciate you. Cool, Paul, we're straight. I think that this is enough. What other questions should we be answering about Sarah that we haven't asked yet that will make her an intriguing character? Ooh, I like it. Euclidia, you're full of really good ideas. Logan, aren't you on your walk though? Jack, that's actually a really good idea. I like it. Is Sarah the main character, or do we need to invent a new character that's the main character? And what does the main character, how do they resonate with us? Alright, so Baton, do we still keep that at the very beginning? Hey, here's Sarah's background. We're going to introduce her in this way, without introducing her. Is that a confirmation there? A horror. Well, what makes it a horror? Riley, I'm on a walk. I prefer mouth breathing on my walks. You guys are awesome, by the way. All of these ideas, these are really fantastic. Even if you're not current writers right now, you sure have the potential to be a writer at any time you guys choose. You have wonderful ideas. So, Baton, do you have any ideas as to what that uniqueness looks like? Logan, I think this is my last lap before I get home and start taking notes. My viewpoint on politics in America. Baton, this is interesting. Are you asking me directly, or are you talking about a concept for the book we're writing? That's awesome, Logan. Keep going. You got this. Oh, very cool, Logan. You got lots of support. Tell him I said hello. I am not active on Quora, nope. Philippe, if you can't figure that out, man, I'm sorry, nobody else can think for you. I got reasons to why you should subscribe to my channel, though. And that's because I'm here. And you want to write this story. I feel like all lives matter, Joe. I'm pausing. I won't be gone long. I forgot it's muted. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys letting me know that. Baton, that is a great way to start a book. You know, we all want struggle. We all want to feel like the characters relate to us. So I'll just say, you know, it's like I relate to some of that as well. So, Baton, thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Euclidia, thank you very much. Enjoy if you're not already gone by now. Smiles, do you have any character name ideas? We have serotonin. Do we have a main character? What's wrong with him?
I think he's having a mixed episode. Yes, typewriter, intentionality, and I don't think it's
Very well. Yeah, Smile and Logan. Yes. So far we have Sarah Tonin as a main character. We have a harsh childhood. That's how we're introducing her. And we're looking for more names, really. So we're in the baby phases at the moment. We've had a lot of good feedback, though, from people. Serotonin is a female, and we are looking for characters of basically any type to work with her. The idea is that these characters are going to be upstairs in a hospital in an inpatient setting, and we're going to explore concepts that the common people just don't know about. '30s, '40s. You might be able to choose better. I like Jason. Should we spell it that way, or should we spell it in a more unique way? I need to shave my face so bad. Ugh. Hussam, how are you, man? How's it going? Hello. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't seen you before. You're a subscriber? Get that walk, Logan. Get that walk. Show that exercise and mental health who's boss. Damien. Ooh, that doesn't sound psychopath at all. So Damien could be in his mid-40s, do you think? Not all, but the majority of my work is located in my About section. I've got links. I got links to the books, and I believe quite a few of them have a few free pages. Man, I love subscribing when people subscribe to people. I think it's so generous. Biggs, what's going on, man? And let's see here. Biggs, just so you're caught up, this is for fiction title, and we're trying to kind of create characters and some plot settings and figure out what's going on. Thank you for subbing, Biggs. Paul, yeah, I'd say Greg Isles. Alex Michaelides. Um, yeah, those. Yeah. I had a list of novels that resembled that, but do I get paid for this? Nope. Sure don't. I don't. I think that there's a lot of things that have to happen for that. So I could get subs and stuff like that. You can do those things. It just takes a while for it to accrue to a point where I can actually receive it. Yeah. I've been writing for just over 13 years, so that's my work. Smile. It's all good. The goal, the goal, Baby Hoover, is that this is what I'll be able to do instead of writing. Because honestly, I think novels are fading out in popularity. So right now, there ain't nothing wrong with being poor. Ooh. Yeah, The Silent Patient I read in a day, and I read slow. But I was really into that book. Baby Hoover, I think that's pretty loaded. I have done that, but that's definitely, we'd have to exchange information, talk about that. What kind of book are you trying to write, Baby Hoover? I don't mind taking a detour for a moment. Get that last power push through, Logan. Hell yeah. No, I don't write TV scripts. Screenwriters have an entirely different thing about what they do. Yeah, it's not my style. Yes, I don't really know very much about any of that. As a fiction thriller, psychological thriller writer, I'm not sure the stuff would surprise me, but I'm not sure I'd be able to write it for you, for example. If you wanted to go ahead and do that, like you're saying, write the book first, I'd be more than happy to help you go over it, though. I'm not much on editing my own work, but I could put some red pen to something for you. And to write a book, just remember, all you have to do is start writing the book. That's it. Just write a line, a sentence. Boom, you're writing. Guys, how do you create believable dialogue? Heck yeah. Yeah, you can talk out whatever you want, baby. We're good. 16 people here and 5 votes. Do I end the poll now, or do I give some other people a chance to vote? I have not seen Shameless. I don't watch movies other than The Matrix. Paul, can you tell me which book of Frida McFadden's to read? Because I don't want to read the shitty ones. Yeah, Blaze, you got me totally confused. I was hooked on Greg Iles until I ran out of Greg Iles books to read, and then I got deeply saddened. I prefer a flawed protagonist, which is why I wasn't necessarily too fond of the Jack Reacher series that Lee Child put out. Later, Smile. Have a good day. Please enjoy your day. For the current writers, you have your way of coming up with a plot structure. How do you believe we should structure the plot for this novel? We're going to do this one last poll, and then I'll be heading out for the day as well, or at least for the majority of the day. For those of you that are here, what time a day could I come back and schedule this to make sure we can get as many people involved as possible? And thank you for that, Logan. I wouldn't have thought that people might need more or less time to answer the questions before I end the polls. The goal for this novel is to be about 130,000 pages. or words rather, and that's going to be approximately 600 to 800 pages. So the more details we can get, the better off we'll be. And I asked the poll question because honestly, like, sometimes it's really difficult to come up with original plot ideas. And by difficult, I mean fucking challenging, right? So it's maybe not my favorite part of the writing. Suspense is like, to answer you, prescription one, it's like, I get why you're asking it because the terms are super interchangeable, but in the context of storytelling, suspension is more like anticipation of future events, right? It's about like maybe the unknown, okay? Tension is when there's like immediate pressure and there's a conflict with a character and you're deep in it, and it's the feeling of uneasiness and anxiety that's in you just from reading the book. So if we could think about it as like suspense is the overall atmosphere of the story, maybe, right? Tension is like one of those slow pressure cookers. That's my answer. Hey Logan, thank you for doing what you do. Logan, I highly appreciate you, sir. Does anybody else have any questions or anything to add to this new novel that we've just started today before I get out of here? Yeah, well, prescription one, in all fairness, today was the first day that we started this, and this is definitely going to be what we're doing going forward. So a quick synopsis of this novel is that it's going to feature both psychiatric and psychological, essentially dramas. Maybe a little mix of horror, because a lot of people have talked about wanting there to be some horror involved. Basically, we're going to have a main character that is upstairs in an inpatient setting, and the problem is that there's a lot of problems, and this person is up there to figure out what the problems are, what's happening, and why they're happening. For example, one of the things that happens is hallucinations based on touching a tablet, a pill that someone had in their pocket, and the attending physician started having hallucinations as a result. So that's a quick synopsis of it. Probably not the best. Prescription one, do you have any other questions before I go? And once again, if anyone has a good time of day that I can schedule the next live to get as much participation as possible, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. I'll be back in a few hours. Prescription one, I appreciate you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. That way you'll at least know when I'm live. At 5. Alright, Logan, thank you. Enjoy your walk.